How you doing, YouTube? It's your boy Sp-aide back with another one. You already know, straight to the point. I ain't giving y'all no fluff, no filler. Let's get straight into it. I don't have a singular idea for this video, so I'm just gonna go over because it started off like that, and I done wrote so many notes. It's its own. It's something completely different now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tackle a succession of topics relating to men and women, and I'm just going to be kicking knowledge. And each topic is a topic that I've heard personally be talked about for the past 2, 3 years, 4, 5 years on YouTube and all these different like girl spheres and the manosphere, and feminism and all these ideas on men and women that people keep regurgitating, giving no thought. Let me tell you something. I'm about to tell you, about to see. It's a bunch of nonsense. It's a bunch of nonsense. This side's stupid, this side's stupid. I'm about to show you why. Hold on. So, number one, give me a second. So, number one, we got wrong men entertain nonsense from females. They play along with her idiocy at wrong times. Now, this is the one that initially started the whole idea for this video because I was thinking about this other video I saw of this guy who was talking about his experience dating a therapist. And the first thing I thought, I'm going to tell you what she did. So don't quote me on this because I could be misremembering this, but I'm pretty sure this is exactly what he said. He said that they were in a car together and they were driving or something. And she calls his attention and he looks and she's butt naked in the passenger seat of his car while he's driving. And she says something like, "I just really need you to appreciate my body right now." And I don't remember what his response was, but I was thinking about it recently and I was like, what would I have did? And I'm like, I'm a no nonsense type of guy, especially given certain situations. So like given that situation, it's me and my girlfriend and we're in a car and we're driving home. That's as no nonsense as it gets. You know what I'm saying? That's A, B, C. Me, her, A. Inside car, B. Home, C. That's the goal. Get from B to C. There's no extra, there's no emotions, there's nothing. It's all mechanical. So the minute that she would have said all that stuff about I really need you to appreciate my naked body right now, whatnot, in my eyes, that was the time for him to be the nonsense or the nonsense man, the no nonsense man that you were supposed to be, because you're dealing with a therapist. Who needs a therapist? You see what I'm saying? You're dealing with a human that has issues. And sometimes those issues could come to the surface. Sometimes they come to the surface at inappropriate times. This is the time for you to step in and hone in and bring normality back and remind her that although you're feeling these emotions, you are still a human adult living in society. You can't be in your car butt naked, just point blank. And the fact that you didn't take the time to explain that to her, it's a simple sentence. Babe, right now is not an appropriate time for you to be completely naked. I understand that you may be feeling this right now. Do me a favor. Hone in for me, reel it in, save it for when we're in a better place to do something that is intimate like this. This is too intimate for us to be doing this while I'm driving in the middle of traffic. What if a cop car is gonna drive by? You think a cop car is gonna see a fully naked woman in the passenger seat and just drive by? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You didn't bring no nonsense to her idiocy. You didn't bring no nonsense. You played along. Stop playing along. We got to bring no nonsense back, bro. Practicality. You got to be practical about it. All right? You can't be just letting a female have an emotional tirade. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Two, that leads me into number two. So number one, men, more no nonsense attitudes, please. Especially in the dealings of relationships with women. We need more no nonsense men in these relationships. That is just that simple. There's no other feel good words I could give you. I'm not here to make you feel good. I don't care. Two, more sex does lower a woman's value. Now I know some of y'all in there like, a woman can have sex with that. Stop talking. You've said enough. Just listen. More sex does lower a woman's value as far as the amount of partners go, not occasions. So if you want to sit and have sex every day with the same person, literally nothing wrong with that. Literally nothing wrong with that. You can do that to the day you die. No one's going to bat an eye. No one's going to care. This is the problem. The amount of partners. That's the problem. Spade, why is the amount of partners that a woman have the problem? How come a man could have a whole lot of women and that not be a problem, but a woman has a whole lot of sex and that's an issue? Let me tell you, little baby, let me tell you, since you need me to spoon feed it to you, let me tell you, little baby. A woman is taking on what a man is putting out. Feel me when I say this. A woman, a womb, a woman, a human with a womb is taking on everything that a man is putting out. You see what I'm saying? So now let's look at it like this. You got Marquise. Marquise just went and slept with Ashley, Stacy, Becca, Valeria, Maria, and Stephanie. Let's throw one more in there. Let's throw Portia in there. So that's one girl. He done smacked down one girl a day for a whole week. Now picture him as a water bottle. Now that water bottle was full at the start of the week, but after each girl, that water bottle gets more and more empty until there's no water, right? So what happens? Marquise goes sits his little hot self down. He go eat some food. He go exercise, and he lets the bottle build back up. Once the bottle is filled again, he'll go out, go hit up his girls, and the bottle will empty. What happens to a woman? A woman is the empty bottle. Now let's say she sleeps with 3 men in a day. Let's say she slept with Marcus, not Marquise. She slept with Marcus, Jacob, and Stephen. All right? Picture an empty bottle, right? Now let's picture Michael. I forget the other guy and Stephen. I'm going to say Evan because I forgot the name already. So Michael, Evan, and Stephen, right? Let's say Michael is mustard, Stephen is barbecue, Evan is hot sauce. So now you got this empty water bottle, which is the female womb. She just slept with Evan. Now she's got all this mustard in there. Then she slept with Stephen. Now she got all that hot sauce in there. Then she slept with Michael. Now she got all this relish up in there. Then she decides to end her night with the man that, or not the man that she loves, but with another man, right? Let's say Jacob. Jacob is hot sauce. Jacob is burning. She don't even know it. And shout out to the girl who uploaded this video. None of this is from me. This is from some other girl's video. I forgot her name. If I find it, I'll link it. But shout out to you for this. But Jacob is the hot sauce bottle. He's burning. Put some hot sauce in it. Now you go look at each bottle. You got Marquise, whose bottle is either empty or is full of Marquise. No Diddy. Then you got the girls, right? Hers is filled with hot sauce. She's burning and don't even know it. She got relish. She got something in there that she don't even know she got. Then you got mustard and ketchup in there. It's all in there stewing. It's disgusting. It's actually disgusting. It's gross. It's gross. I don't care if you have a lot of sex as a woman. Be smart. Why are you having so much sex with so many different people and then acting like it's a badge of honor to be a cum bucket? You know how nasty that sounds? Would you smack down a man whose ejaculate was just a whole bunch of other women's fluids? That is actually gross. That's actually gross. You're pretty much garbage juice. You know, like the juice at the bottom of a garbage can? Literally, that's what that is, bruh. That's what that is. So to any female from this day on forth who will sit here and fix her mouth to say a woman can have as many sexual partners as she wants is an idiot. It's okay to call her stupid. You're allowed now. We're allowed to start calling people stupid again. We're allowed to start calling people idiots again. Men are allowed to call women stupid because they're being stupid. And women are allowed to call men stupid because men be stupid. We're just calling it how it is now because I'm tired of these weird sexual narratives that y'all are trying to push. It's not okay to be a hoe. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. You have a responsibility with your organs, bruh. I'm going to leave it at that. Let's go to number 3. Oh, actually, part 2 to 2. My bad. It's a two-parter. So why did we go on this whole tirade about women and Why is it important? Why is it important? Aside from you becoming a literal garbage can from having sex with multiple partners, another thing that I know you're going to find important, man or woman, happens when you have sex with multiple partners, and it's different for each gender or each sex. I don't do that whole each genitalia. A man can have a lot of sex with a lot of women, and it boosts him. It's just how it is. When a man is having regular sex with different women, it kind of shifts his, like, I want to come up with a better word for confidence, but essentially that's what it is. It's kind of like a confidence boost, like an ego boost, but in a good way. You know what I'm saying? In a good way, in the way that you want an ego boost, not like inflated ego, but more like a uplifted ego. You know what I'm saying? It's an uplifting type of feeling when you go from not having nothing to having a bunch of something. As a man, it doesn't matter if it's women. You can go from not having women to having a bunch of women. Yeah, your confidence is going to feel uplifted. You could go from having no sales at your business or at your restaurant to having a ton. That's going to boost your self-esteem. There you go. It's going to boost your self-esteem. You could go from having no money to making a bunch of money. Boosted your self-esteem. That's just how it goes with men. Now with women, it's not a self-esteem thing, you know, as far as at least boosting wise, because that little tiny boost that they may get from getting clapped down by a bunch of men is getting completely offset by the amount of toxicity that they're going to have to take on just for that little breadcrumb. So essentially, women are breadcrumbing themselves when they're putting their own self-value below that of a man, which is essentially what they do when they're out here chasing dick. Women should not be chasing dick, and they also shouldn't be giving up their poo-poo so goddamn easily. Quit giving it up so easily. Now, I'm not saying make the man go through trials of fire. Don't do that either. But Jesus Christ, like, something, bro. There has to be something. All y'all women should not be this easy, bro. There shouldn't be more female porn stars than male porn stars. There shouldn't be more female OnlyFans than male OnlyFans. Even though they do outnumber us, they should be holding themselves to a higher standard. As women, y'all don't need men to do that. Y'all are waiting on men to tell women on how to do stuff when y'all could just be doing stuff. Just use common sense. Common sense doesn't have a gender. Common sense exists in both men and women. You don't need anything but common sense in this world, bruh. Common sense is just good sense. A woman with good sense, you know what I'm saying, isn't going to fall for this stuff. But that was real long-winded for me to say this. All that stuff is important because every time you sleep with a man, your sex symbol energy goes down. Your sex symbol magnetism. So her sexual magnetism decreases every time you frivolously give your body away. That is precisely why men find you less and less and less attractive the more and more men you fuck. It's not about the amount itself, the number. It's like, oh my God, they don't like the fact that I had sex with 64 men. It's not the number that we care about. It's the fact that that number is representative of how many times you have given yourself away and have cheapened your own magnetism, woman. On the opposite side of the spectrum, the man's magnetism is increasing. That is the double standard. And that's not a double standard. That's the wrong word for it. That's the duality of the situation. Duality doesn't exist. Bullshit. Two sides of the same coin. Literally. So you can be like, duality don't exist, even though our whole entire existence is a duality. Duality is just the two sides of the singularity. Of the one. 1 + 1 = 1. 1 + 1 equals 2. And 2 = 1. Basic math. If you don't get that, you're at the wrong video, bro. You need to go to spirituality 101. You need to go to numerology 101 if you don't understand that. But that is exactly why men find women who are hoish way less attractive, but women find hoish men more attractive. Do you see where it is now? It's because his sex symbol magnetism is growing and yours as a woman is decreasing. That's just the way of the world, bruh. That's just the way it is. I'm sorry, promiscuous women, but you're not desirable after you hit 10, 20. You're not desirable anymore. As far as mind, body, heart goes. Little man downstairs, yeah, he's still with it. Because he understands that's pretty much all he's going to be able to get from you. Because other than that, he's going to be getting you, your body, and all the nonsense that you got from the 64 other men that you slept with before him that you never cleansed yourself of. And again, it's not an end-all, be-all. Let me bring that in too, because I don't want to make it seem like, oh, you had sex with 600 men. That's an exaggeration. I'm not saying women had sex with 600 men. But you had sex with multiple partners. Oh, it's wraps. It's over for you. No, I mean, there's things you can do to bring yourself back. But y'all don't do that. Y'all don't do that. What are some things, since I brought it up, what are some things a woman could do to bring herself back? I'm glad you asked, person. One thing that they can do, fasting. Fasting and detoxing. That'll help a lot. That'll probably do most of the heavy lifting for you. And I don't mean a week. I don't mean a day. I mean regularly. That's going to have to become a regular part of your lifestyle is fasting, proper dieting, and detoxing, and exercise. These things will help clear up a lot of that leftover nonsense that you get from your past few partners. This might become a two-parter. I'm not gonna lie. Huh? Yeah, it's gonna become a two-parter because I'm still on number two. I got 11 points and we're 20 minutes in. There's no way. Um, but yeah, fasting could help clear a lot of that. Proper dieting, proper exercise, regular sleep routine could help with that. Um, Dabbling in different herbs and stuff for cleansing your mind, cleansing your body, cleansing your soul. Certain fish that is good for the brain, fish that contain DHA, BPA, um, you know, uh, stuff like salmon, really good for the brain. Brussels sprouts really good for the brain. Chia seeds really good. Um, Also foods that are really good for your reproductive organs. You could start consuming a lot of those. That'll help sever a lot of sexual ties, break a whole lot of stagnant sexual energy, and cleanse your internal palate. You know. So yeah, don't sit here and think I'm just bashing women. I care. I'm tired of seeing y'all look like this. Listen, this is gonna be this might strike a chord with a couple of y'all, and I apologize if it do, because I'm not that type of person. I'm really on here to give y'all some genuine food for thought that you can take into your real life from this video and apply it in real life and see real life results. Because I want you to be happy. I want to see a dating market that's not full of a bunch of nonsense. I want women to be comfortable around men again, and I want men to be comfortable around women again. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason a man can't approach a woman, bro. The day a man can't approach a woman without feeling like he's gonna be taken as a creep or as a weirdo, yeah, nah, bro. Something's wrong here. Something's very wrong here. I can't approach a woman without her feeling like, you feel me? Like, nah, bro, that's not right. And then vice versa. Like, a woman can't like talk to a man without the man feeling like, oh, she trying to get something out of me, or she just wants something, or do. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I want to go talk to this woman, but I don't want any SA allegations. You know what I'm saying? Like, we lost the plot somewhere, and I'm just trying to bring the plot in. But the thing I'm trying to say is, like, I'm not gonna lie, because like I said, I want to see people happy again. I want to see people happy and healthy, and this is like some real rap like knowledge that I'm gonna give you real quick. Like, do y'all not know most of y'all women out there, right? I'm gonna get, like, for real. I'm gonna give y'all a real deal gem right now. Most of y'all women out there, y'all don't know this. Y'all don't know this. Most of y'all are a cool 20 to 30 pounds away from being baddies. I promise you. Most of y'all women out there that are sad and miserable because y'all are alone and lonely and whatnot, and you don't feel attractive. Let me tell you something. You are attractive. You just haven't accentuated it. Let me help you. Lose a cool 20, 30. I promise you, all the stuff you was worried about will melt away. It'll be like it was never there. I'm not making this up. I promise you. I promise you today, if you sat down and was like, look, these next 6 months, I'm going to fix my diet. I'm going to get a regular workout routine. I'm going to have a regular sleep schedule. You know what I mean? And I'm going to have a regular, like, spa day where I'm treating my body right, where I'm, taking a cold shower, I'm stretching, I'm going to get going to the chiropractor, I'm going to a massage therapy, physical therapy regularly. I'm hitting squats regularly. Ladies, you know the power of the squats, don't play. You feel me? I'm hitting squats regularly. Everything is shifting into the right places. Now you're not nearly as miserable as you were. Now you're getting what people would call pretty privilege. And I promise, you get a taste of pretty privilege, you're not going back. You're not going back. It's like poor people when they get a taste of money. They not going back to the hood. We getting out the hood. I promise you, you drop 20, 30 pounds, you're making it out the hood, baby. I'll put that on everything I love. And I'm going to do this third one. This is the final one. Food for thought on the dating atmosphere. That's probably what I'm going to name this. Food for thought from Sp-aide on men and women. There we go. Food for thought on men and women, brought to you by Sp-aide. Number 3, women think men give a fuck about them like that, when in reality, you're one of 3 billion. Now, this is important. This is a very important one. I'm going to sit up for this one a little bit. Why is this important? Because this is what gets a lot of y'all women hurt. That's what gets y'all hurt. Y'all need to watch y'all's ego. A woman's ego is real. It jumps. It jumps. There's no like. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to like a man that she's interested in or a man that's interested in her. They really be thinking, men, my man out there, bro, y'all gonna feel me on this one, bro. They really be thinking they got us on a leash like that. They really think they got us like that. Do you feel what I'm saying? Now, if there's anything a man needs to maintain in a relationship, he needs to maintain the understanding on a woman's end, regardless of, like, and I'm not saying don't be in love with her. Yeah, go find true love. But don't ever let her think that you won't in a heartbeat. Because, baby, the first cell did that in the first second of its existence. The very first cell separated from itself in its first fucking breath, essentially. So what makes you think I want to do the same to you just because we in love? There's love and then there's self-respect. And I'm sorry, I can't have love for myself if I don't have self-respect. And I can't respect myself if I have you out here thinking you got me on a leash. Crazy. Crazy work. Crazy work. And this is just some food for thought for you women out there. So y'all know, y'all don't have us like that, bro. Even if you think you do, let me remind you. 3.4 billion people inhabit this planet, and a vast majority of them are women. You understand? Why do you think there's these things called sister wives, but you never heard of husbands, brother husbands? That shit ain't fucking real. Why ain't it real? Because ain't enough of us. Ain't enough men to go around for you to feel like this. Now, I'm going to put a part B to that for the men. Because why do women feel like that in the first place? Because it be the same 10, 20, 30 thirsty ass dudes in one female's inbox. And then they'll go to the other female's inbox. And then the other female's inbox. And then the other female's inbox. So guess what? You thirsty ass men is halfway why women even feel like this. They got this type of entitlement anyways. Homie, why can't you keep it in your pants? Do you really got to sit here and smack down every woman on your block? What are you trying to prove? You're not more of a man. You're not more of a man. Bro, you're not more of a man just because you done slept with 45 women. Actually, you're closer to a little boy. But you're not ready for that conversation. You're not ready. I could tell already that's hurting a couple of egos out there. So I'm going to cut it short right now before y'all start crying in my comment section. Because like I said, I don't care about your ego. I'm not here to feed your ego and push a narrative and create an echo chamber. I'm here to provide cold, hard truth. And the truth is, most of you women out there don't know what you're talking about when it comes to men. You don't know what you're talking about when it comes to sex. You don't know what you're talking about. Same thing for your men. You don't know what you're talking about when it comes to women. And you don't know what you're talking about when it comes to sex. Shut up. Thank you.